Hello. I know we are all focused on Trump and Musk and the damage that they continue to do every day. But there is something else going on that we need to pay attention to. We warned you about it last year, and now it's coming to pass. Let's take a look at it together. Okay, before we get into this thing that we need to look at, I want to do the normal, please like this video, please subscribe so you get all our videos, so on and so forth. We are doing a lot of these, and if you find them helpful, I would appreciate it if you do the like thing, and especially if you subscribe, and feel free to share them with others. Okay, so today the thing I want to talk about is a website that I was put onto by one of our members. Thank you to CB for sending me the link to this. It is a Project 2025 tracker. The person who has built this has just done an amazing job of giving us information about what's going on behind the scenes in Washington with Project 2025. As we warned you last year, Project 2025 was this 900-page document that basically was going to remake the federal government. And while some of it is stuff that many of us might agree with, a lot of it is just absolute destruction. So let's take a look at this site. As you can see, when you first go to the site, you can select agencies or subjects, and I've got it set to all statuses, and you can see the overall progress at the top. Out of 297 goals that this person has identified, 87 of them have already been done and 42 are in progress. And then you can see progress by agency down here. Notice that USAID, which we know has been closed, is 100%. They've completed all their objectives with that. Department of State, White House, and then you can show 29 more agencies. And then you get down here to these cards, which are the individual goals, and they're sorted, I believe, by time. So notice that it says, like for the CDC, in data collection on gender identity. That's been completed. Notice over here for the White House, give political appointees the power to personally review and authorize appropriated funding. In other words, they get to choose whether or not to spend the money. EPA downsized the department. We knew that was happening, but now you can see that it was one of the goals in Project 2025. This person has a note here, EPA fired 388 probationary employees. Down here, rescind the SEC's climate disclosure rule. Prohibit any funding for treatment of gender dysphoria for military members. Terminate CISA's counter and disinformation efforts. So they have frozen all of their election security work. I'm just sort of speechless at some of these, frankly. Here under EPA, eliminate the Office of Environmental Justice and External Civil Rights. Withdraw funding for the United Nations Relief and Works Agency. Prioritize funding for faith-based organizations. Withdraw from the United Nations Human Rights Council. Cut budget of ASID. All of these things are on here. And as you scroll down through this page, you just are horrified at some of the things they are doing. They continue to tear things apart. I really encourage you to go to this website. I'll have a link down in the description. You can jump out there. I would also encourage you to support this person. You see at the top, buy me a coffee or support on Patreon. I'm going to send this person some money. But even more than that, I think it's time to start calling out some of these actions that this Project 2025 tracker enables us to see. I think it's important to not only pay attention to Trump and Musk, who are sucking all the air out of the room, we know, but it's important to pay attention to what all of their lackeys are doing across the entire government. They are destroying things, sometimes things that took years, decades to put in place. And it's going to be really hard to fix some of this stuff. We need to hang this site around the neck of every Republican in Washington and say, why aren't you stopping this? We all know the reason, because they're scared of Trump and Musk. But this site gives us ammunition for very specific actions that they are taking. We need to use the information on this site to call out these actions and let people know what Trump's Project 2025 is doing to our country. Use the site, share the information, support the person who's putting it together, and let's see if we can stop some of this Project 2025 destruction.